There's the setup crew. Looking good. Thank you very much. Welcome to Polyfest 08, everybody. It's great to have everybody here. We're going to be starting our festivities in just a moment. We're going to have our 4 judges that we're going to be assembling. We have to go through a free Polyfest ritual, which includes the donning the Polyfest judging attire and a couple of shots of Corvo, and we'll be good to go. So we'll be up here in about 5 minutes. We'll introduce to you the judges, and we'll get going. If you guys have any questions, you can find myself or Debbie, and we'll answer any questions you guys have. Okay? So we'll see you in a minute.
He's back.
All right, let's get this thing going, all right? I want to first introduce to you guys the judges for this evening. Just to give you a little background, the judges have been going through some very intense liver treatments in the last, the last 3 weeks, so we're all very well prepared for this. Our first judge is new to judging this year, and somebody who's a very good friend of mine, somebody I've been working very closely with and been a good friend for the last 20 years. Mike Wallace flew in from Portland. Another judge. Our next judge has been a veteran
and boy, are his arms tired.
10 years now, and who is known as the Simon of judges, of Polyfest judges. So let's bring Simon up here. Robert Gressick. Come on, Robert. Robert Gressick, ladies and gentlemen, who also happens to be my business partner, along with George. George is somewhere out there with the big hat. And today, there is Jorge Sanchez. And today is the anniversary of 628 Design, for those of you who care. So we're celebrating a bunch of different things. So Robert is here. And then probably the most important person in all of this is the person who actually keeps the judges in order. The person who does all the accounting. Our version of Price Waterhouse is Arnold, don't call me Al. Kinda. Come on, Arnie. Come on up here. Arnie's going to be our judging coordinator. He's going to be taking all the scores and computing them into the computer and then giving us our final tally. We have one more judge for, this evening who's a little late. That's why we're getting a slow start here. He actually has flown in from Toronto, and boy, are his arms tired. So tired that he actually is lost. But he should be here shortly, and he'll be wearing the skirt, the fancy lei, and walking around the clipboard. So he'll be here as well. And he's Ben Dermer, and he will be here very shortly. So with that, I now officially start Polyfest 08. So if you have a drink and you already have it on the table, come on over, meet us. Oh, one more thing. This year we have a simulcast. On the screen you'll actually see a video simulcast of the presentations because a lot of people said they couldn't see them last year, so we have a simulcast of the presentations, and also when you're done with your drinks and you've presented them, please feel free to take some samples and put them on the samples table. That's the samples area where it says samples table. All right, let's go.
Excuse me, sir, do you want to tell us anything about this drink you're preparing?
It is you can just stick that in the back pocket, and I'm adding my own secret ingredient.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have a
Are you going to submit?
What have you got?
Is any alcohol?
Sure.
Non-alcohol.
No. I just knew.
Okay, we got come on in.
Prayer. I thought he was singing in prayer.
We're the Rosens, and we met the Berries when they lived on the west side, where they came down here. And Debbie inspired us to join the temple after many years of not belonging. So in honor of
We're rolling hills, we don't know we're Jewish.
well, I know. And by the way, let me just go ahead and say that our whole presentation probably will go over better around Fairfax. But nonetheless, hopefully you'll bear with us. If you don't understand it, ask a Jew who's near you. Our drink is called the Orange Julius. It's called JUW in honor of the berries. And we had a couple of slogans I thought that we put together that judges can read. But again, bear with me if you don't understand. But here are a couple of potential slogans for the Orange Julius. One of them is Hasidic, how drink it, and how like it. Another one is I gotta have another one. You can't pour them one at a time. Even your mother will be disappointed. And lastly, and if you are confused and don't listen, it tastes so good, even the Jewish girls will say.
Very nice.
So in tradition, if you all can each lift your glass, and we will bless the drink, or Ruth Atzad and I will hit him off on parade 3 Hagafen. Cheers, everyone. Very good. That's very good.
Well, it's like I have a drive back from down here. Drink early.
Bring her back on to the competition.
So their design company, tell me about it.
Well, he didn't know anything. I know. Can you cram it in a cocktail? And it's like heat. No, you just put the
Okay.
I know.
I'm so sorry. I got stuck on the fly on the other side of.
Just lean it over.
I'll explain to you what happened.
City, you've never. No, but Darren around if you hear duct tape, you kind of cringe.
Okay. The back scratch on straws in these.
At Christmas time, we would get Hawaiian shirt.
October?
Okay, well, hang on. We got, hang on. Hang on, we're loving it. All right, so here's our next contestant, and I'm sorry, your name is?
Dan Bounty.
All right, Dan, and what do you got? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Okay, here, tell us a little bit about your drink.
It's of the tropical H. I got the recipe when I was in Maui, Hawaii. And basically we got a pirate here, like guarding his drink, guarding his drink, or
Excellent. Right on.
Very good.
Look at you.
6. Tropical H. All right.
Just because.
One more.
It's going to be...
Yeah, take one. They go with the drink. Yeah, don't do my back. It's a drink stir. It is. It's both. It's multi-purpose.
So we decided to leave Disney and Mattel. We had an idea while in Hawaii for what we think is a franchise of opportunities. And it's called the Drunken Donuts. Yes, it is an alcohol-filled, glazed, premium donut. Yes, I encourage you all to try one. Now, I would offer that you can either bite right into the donut or you can suck the alcohol out through a straw. I'm a biter. You might be a sucker. Nobody knows. Anyway, so we present to you the Drunken Donut.
I'm actually hanging out. I'm going to eat it. Oh, yeah. You guys have to have Yeah, they got donuts. No, it's a donut. I know.
I'll wait for all the judges to get in position here. Hi, my name is Kevin McGowan, and I present you the Kon-Tiki, and aptly named for my ancestors, who rumor has it, or legend has it, they put it in coconuts on the actual Kon-Tiki, and it gave them the courage to discover the new world before Christopher Columbus. Oh, and they did bring BD to them in syphilis to America.
Hang on 2 seconds. Number 9. You got ahead of us. Sorry. Wait.
over here. This is a gin.
This is a gin, Ricky. and on the back of course, you need to be behind there.
Judges will be happy to know that there's absolutely there's a lot of gin and some more. Okay, so this is the gin Ricky, which has gin, a little more gin, Chambord, and a couple of little surprises there. But no Ricky, absolutely no Ricky. And that's it. Drink it. There we go. Peter! There you go. Jennifer, you go.
Jennifer, come here. Come on.
I got a 20 after this. Looking for some high points. I'm just saying. Speaking into the mic. We're not trying to drive anybody around here. There isn't a 20 under the cuff or anything. So pay no attention to that.
I just like to state for the record, the last time somebody actually said they put money under the cup, they actually did. And actually that was Norm Brands, but anyway, so...
Where are you guys from? Like Debbie's work? Yeah. My work?
Overtones as you drink.
So guys, you want to shake it up? What number? What number are you guys? 13 must be. All right, that's
12. Here we go. Russell and Mark.
Polyfest. So what we have for you is 3 different types of rum for you to taste. Orange juice, one bud. But I also suggest that you begin with a cigar.
She was not a secret. That's how we. Wouldn't that be funny? That's how we do that. I guess I'm trying to say that she was a successful person. But she was only an
Small mission. Cannons, bowmen, and 3 musketeers. For this was the middle of the Texas Revolution, and the Mexican army was waiting outside in those marsh meadows. Every day under the sun, blistering, their skin would turn more brown. Sugar. Until one day they had enough and said, "Los gringos están muy coco nuts." And with the beating of their drums, They charged admission, leaving only 3 survivors. Let's face it, the Texans were creamed into but only 2 months later, in a fierce battle, the Texans were again jumping for almond joy.
An incredible road trip where they haven't lost a game.
No, they lost 2 now.
Back in, I'm too
But I can't believe this game.
I can't believe
I have never, and I do recall there was a game many, many years ago when this guy pitcher named Harvey Haddix.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
But then they got the other team got a couple of hits and they won in the 10th inning. I mean, but I don't ever recall a no-hitter.
Are they ready for you though? How it's like a stretcher. Those are the 2. Are they ready? Almost. Okay, go.
What do you have a camera?